Hi, welcome. This is day number 2 in the Get in Shape tour. We are gonna rock it and go out and get yourself some big black frame with the glass so dark they won't. We gotta stop and get some shit because we're riding in the sun here. I'm gonna try to see if I can't make it beach and back. I think it's like 7-8 miles. And before the sun goes down, I don't have a light on my bike, so I will get in trouble if I get below. Anyway, so what a big day for a lot of stuff that I watched and a lot of stuff that came out. There was, a ton of things that were already out there, and I didn't even realize it. Even like I hadn't even watched Twiz's channel yet. And I was surprised at how much more it's looking like some strings got pulled and nobody's gonna back down. The Jay Embry one I watched stuck with me a little bit. I'm trying to remember I remember. Okay, the Jay Embry thing stuck with me as should I straighten this out? Sorry. He's talking about the change of venue, reading into that, and it's kind of what my instincts told me. Okay, back at it. Doing. What do you think? Those are cool right there. Go out and get yourself some big black frames. Glass. Oh, these are cool. Yeah, it looks like you're going to cop classes today. Oh, okay. Headphone for a big ass frame. What else we got? Saturday night. I don't think that's all they got unless they go mirrored. Go kids' glasses. We are going to the beach today. We're gonna make it 14 miles. About 7 miles an hour. Seems right. This is it. Alright. I think we're going. The bigger voice, I forgot. Gotta be some cool ones hanging around somewhere. The metal one's breaking like a second. Guess that's where we're going now. Yep. Ooh, $150 now. I didn't expect that. Can you make it? Oh wait, they're plus 150s? How does that work? I guess these are reading glasses? What the hell? The sunglasses with reading glasses plus ones. I think that's pretty smart. I don't really need that when I'm riding to magnify the sun though. Alright. Come on. One more. This is the worst dollar store in the history of dollar stores ever. This one doesn't have a tag. They were always out of shit. These don't work. Yeah, those are cool. Okay. Those are styles. See if you can find a pair that's not completely stretched out. That's all right. Here, maybe. Man. Yeah, those are cool, but they're like somebody with a giant head put them on. Oh, there. Told you so. Okay. Grab the bag. Oh, these quick ones. Okay, let's get. Let's see right there. And let's see if we can make it. Oh, I think we got it. Something like that. Whatever. All right, and then this is gonna help the diet a lot. But you gotta quit charging me. I'm hungry. Where is it? Over here. I should get an energy drink. Yeah, I don't know. Energy drink spill all over my bike. What do you think? Something that's gonna be quick to eat. This chocolate gonna melt. See? Told you, out of everything. Well, what's not gonna stick to my teeth? I don't know. Anybody out there? Anybody? I should get some drinks. I need drinks. Alright, we'll find some. Oh, man, they got nuts. Mouths don't be good. Hey, what's up? What did you say? Celebrate Jesus. Yeah, happy birthday. And if you have the word celebrate, I guess. Thanks, man. You mind if I leave this with you? Thank you. I'm trying to make it just with us. All right. We find some way to make this work. I don't know. I'm upset now. Yep. All right. There's probably some chicas down there at the pizza place, but we already got our thrill. So I don't know if we go. So we're going to the beach. We're going to try and make it to the beach on your beach down there. See what happens. Here we go. Alright. Cool, rock and rolling. Off we go. Alright, so I don't know if anybody can join in if you got plans on Saturday night, I guess. We go see that new movie that just came out. Looks good. So anyway, there's a video that in itself is a real well, I want to say groundbreaker, but earth-shaking video. Let's just put it that way. I'm just gonna stay flat since I'm going flat. I don't know. I'm gonna make it feel like my tires low. I have to stop at the tire place again. I'm just doing fat ass whining though. Let me see. Yeah, that tire feels low. I think we gotta go swing over here to Tires Plus Spin. They're gonna get to know my name. Okay. Woo. Turn turning around right here. Get this done quick, because riding is easy. You got that full tire. I'm gonna tell you right now, I think it's full. I don't know. I feel like it's begging for mercy. Let's see if they're open. I don't even know if they're open. They got gates, they got the bars open. Alright, cool. Oh no, shit. Well, I'm gonna check it out and see how far we get. I gotta get an hour in, and that's the true drive thing. So, Q4X video, I hadn't seen it. I think it had been out a couple months. I want to say, if there's a link to it in the post I put up earlier, I don't know if anybody saw that, but it's pretty earth-shattering. The guy who Bubbly Waters found out was arrested for, I guess, strangling his girlfriend under domestic violence. That was the guy in the grub truck in that video. You can clearly see when you look at it, and here we go, I'm talking about the grub truck, scaring any potential shatters away, I guess, but sorry guys, we're gonna have to go back there again, and that's the reality of it. As many times as we've all watched it, it's there's some answers there. So like I said, anyway, the guy comes up to the window, and you can clearly see he hands him two $100 bills. $1,000 bills, yo. And then the guy hands him back like $6. And it was probably, I didn't see the total of his mac and cheese order, but I'm guessing it wasn't more than 15 or 20 bucks. So, see if this tire place is open. Shit. Screws. Yeah, I don't think they are. Shithole. They're open Sundays though. Then I cross right here. And then there's another great close-up, really focused and clear of the guy that paid the customer receiving some kind of white package, and he doesn't do anything to palm it or hide it or anything like that. So if you watch that video, you know, if you're watching this later, you leave a comment for me and let me know what you see, what you think. Maybe it's not as clear on my monitor, on my Retina screen, but you know, the people got much better 4K TVs than I do. So check that out, Euphoric. And then, well, what else was with? Oh, they were talking about this is Euphoric also. He says it's 10 minutes, and they're like 10 minutes. Yeah, is it 2 o'clock? No, it's 2:06. So the guy's talking about waking up dead, and I've had all these friends that have woken up dead, stuff like that, which is just an odd thing to say. You got so many coincidences and odd occurrences all at the same time, and they're popping off like left and right, and that's one of them. It's a glaring thing, you know. And here we got guys that when you look at it in JL's video, yeah, he popped up on them out of the blue and started asking questions about Idaho 4, but they look like deers in headlights, you know what I mean? Like, well, no, we can't talk about it, blah, 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 blah. Damn, this tire is really fucking flat. I guess I'm gonna have to keep this one short, guys, so I'm gonna make it to the cops and then back, because I'm not gonna be, well, maybe it's not surveillance. Anyway, they're not exactly the cleanest you know, and they're you know, food service workers, whatever, standard issue. But when you got something like this and they're saying shit like that, what does it say, 206, and it goes off, it pops off at 206. You talk about waking up unalived. Like, what in the hell? I mean, it's just, if he had said it on Tuesday, it would have been a whole different thing. But it's that night, and you got people calling in with weird stuff. I mean, you got to put your fingers on it, right? You got to dip your fingers. So, beach is not in my forecast. I am freaking exhausted already. This tire is so flat. I'm sorry, I should have brought my bike pump. That thing can't keep up with this tire. It's just leaking so fast. So, yeah, here's the police again, and they got more bad news. The drug prices are down in the area. Ta-da, surprise. And here they are here. I don't know if he's okay. We'll ride up on it. I made it by the beers. There we go. Somebody's watching me right now. Guaranteed hi. It's everywhere, guys. And so, you know, nobody should be surprised by any, if it's related to anything DRUG related or angry related. That brings me to my second video that I watched about a conversation that was picked up, and I believe it's the Lynn Lane light bulb camera. And this isn't gonna be much of a guy, it sucks. And it picked up the conversations, and he says Rory, and he says Jack, and it's that walkie-talkie combo that they had, that people have been going over and over. And I know as many people believe that one as they do about Darth Vader and the reflections and stuff, but there is I got a fan driving by. You watching live? What are they talking about? What was the thing that they said that was most? Oh, they're talking about to Bethany over the walkie-talkie, and you can hear her voice, and I mean, the way it's cleaned up and the way it sounded to me, her reply yes sounded like her. We got to look back to that video that Dylan did with her friends, you know, what was it, a year after, with the TikTok video and the rap video. And I mean, just your instincts alone. Listen, I mean, not even looking into it or what happened to her this summer at all. Just your instincts on that video with her attitude and the whole what's behind her and what's around her. To do that video is sickening. It just sickened me. You know, I think everybody saw that and just was like, what, who is this girl? You know, I mean, here, you know, a lot of people want to defend her and all that stuff, but you can't necessarily defend the police either now, right? Which we all wanted to believe in the beginning they had their guy. Give me a break. Oh, cool guy. Tijuana Flats, I wanted to go and work there, man. They're dead. Let's see, we got Jeremiah's first watch is closed. Tijuana Flats got one customer coming in, nobody sitting outside. It's nice out tonight. I'm surprised. Maybe they're all, the employees are just getting here, maybe. So it's going on 7 o'clock or whatever. People are just getting hungry. Going to the next one here. So go out and get yourself some big black frame with the glass so dark they don't even know your name. Hey, we got Rockstar. I've been wanting to go to Rockstar Donuts. Might as well pop in there and get one interview out. What the hell? This is the guy, he started another one sold it for a bunch of money, and then opened up 2 more. Make some really killer donuts. But hello. He's open. Let's see. I think they're open pretty good. They have good coffee too. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got people in there. Hey, what's up? Yeah, Rockstar Donuts. I don't know who's doing work in here. Maybe it is the owner. He'll be pissed. Like, why'd you buy those Kit Kats instead of going in there? Whoa, dark. Hey. Wow, that's cool. Hey, what's up, man? I'm just doing a YouTube live. I wanted to pop in and...
Yeah, we're close, man.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I didn't know. No problem, man.
Yeah.
Have a good one, brother. All right. First we get kicked out of chats, and then they get kicked out of Rockstar Donuts. Tommy Jude should like that one, right? Okay, who's in the chat? I can't see. Okay, we got Woke Up 1984. Is the ready? Yeah, you know what? It's bad advertising. You know what though? For the town, no press is bad press, my friends. Hi Heather. Hi Twiz. Thank you, man. Big hot shot Twiz. I don't think there's. Is there a live anymore that doesn't have Twiz on the panel? That's my question. Is like, it's like, hey man, but it's cool because he and Heather used to just teach us all privately, and now they're getting it out to the masses. That makes sense. I didn't mean to tear into Heather last night at all, but I was just giving her smack from saying she does some hunting in the chats over there at Truth and Transparency. I'm getting off topic. We're gonna go in the hood right here. Right around the corner. Oh, these kids, I ran over their football with this thing. Watch out for the blitz. That's a nice scooter, buddy. Yeah, scooter patrol over here, guys. All right, roll down here. So, as far as publicity, I mean, publicity, the media, that's a good call. Well, I like this house. It's like a giant barn. A giant barn house, man. That's cool. Like, put it all in one place. Oh, it looks like maybe we got a church going there. I don't know what it is. It's just like a house, and then you got a big attic, which is smart, storing stuff. But yeah, as far as media goes, it gets worse and worse. And I don't know. I guess that's where the money's coming from. Hey, Chief, how you doing? Or if it's I got the end of this one now. Oh, the second. If anybody can explain to me why why they continue down that path, then I think we'd all have some answers, but we're not getting them at this point. Let me see if I can keep up with you guys here. Sorry. My glasses are dark, I can't see. 7. I'm gonna stop and read this. I got a shade spot in front of the church here. Okay. Twiz, people talking about me. Or they were coming for everyone we talked to for sure. Well, actually eating dinner with people. Well, thank you for joining in. Woke Up, man. That's very cool. I'm stoked. Twiz got 500 followers. That dirty around son of a bitch. So proud of him. That is great. I don't know why I didn't think to look for your channel, because I'm always watching Dinky IMO, and you're always on there. And you always said that was your channel, and then I went and I saw your videos. They got a cool garage sales thing going on. I don't know if you can see the light. It's like an Edison bulb as a lamp. I don't know if they're trying to sell that this weekend, maybe. A little back here. This is Saturday, so I guess I probably just missed it. Yeah, Woke Up, man. It's always nice chatting with you. Yeah, Heather Virgo got really hurt last night. I didn't mean to, so I apologize to her. I've I do feel a little betrayed because I felt like she's one of my best friends in the chat anyway on Truth and Transparency. She asked me for making a joke. I was like, okay, if you're in a chat and you don't get the joke, and then you get all tough guy about it, I don't see why you have to ban somebody, you know, especially somebody that's always cutting jokes and stuff like that. Hi guys, how are you? Go McDonald's here. You know. Anyway, that's enough about that. But yeah, so with the other euphoric thing I talked about was the guy from the drug truck. And there's just a lot going on in the connections, and it's all the time, 2 o'clock, the dark hour, you know, or whatever. How are you gonna not put those two together when you have? Now I took a quicker look the other day. Somebody posted the. Let's see if anybody knows where. No. Nobody. There's nobody there. And there's dogs. Hello, dog. And I was saying that, you know, there's nobody nice there. Okay, so Euphoric was one. And then we had Tell It to Ella posted Kara Willis' video about the conversation on the walkie-talkie. What else did I come across that really kind of floored me today? Watching Jay Embry. I don't know if it was an older video talking about the change of venue. I talked about that earlier, how he believes that it's definitely going to happen because of the overturn on the athletic court and athletic scholarship. So that's, I mean, kind of what my instinct was. Anyway, and then, God, I watched so much stuff today, I can't even remember it all. Let's see what you guys have going on. It's going smooth now. I don't know what was up that ride down there. Hiding in my hole. Telltale, I was just talking about you. Yeah, I brought that up, L, in the chat on Twiz's channel there with Rory. And Tommy Jude corrected me and said that it is Rory, but I believe another Rory. I don't know if I read if the comment was intended for me or not, 100% if I read it correctly. But that was good. And then what was the other video I watched yours today? I think it was the British lady talking about what is outside of the sliding glass door. And it might have been an old one, but it's a wonder that nobody processed the dog, that it was just let go, that that ladder was let go, and okay, so now if I ever become a detective, I'm going to be like Charlie Day on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and I'm going to put my actual nose to the damn ground, my nose to the grindstone, because they're talking about in that video, and I think that was yours, Elite, or Tell It to L, where they're talking about what was it? The guys in the video are talking about, I gotta take a piss. We got toilet paper, but nowhere to go. It's like, go on the ground. So if we have within, say, 12 hours, it wasn't hot, it didn't rain, within that area, as gross as it sounds, if you want to be a good detective, you got to go around sniffing for that kind of shit, because if you think about it, if there's any kind of crime that lasts more than 4 hours or an hour or half an hour, and it's a group of people, sooner or later a guy's got to take a whiz, especially when you're drinking all the time. Okay, so you put your nose down now, boom. Talk about DNA, bam, case closed. The other big, okay, so the biggest one that I watched was the guy, and I don't know who put it up, but damn it, it really blew my shorts off. Was the guy? I put a rod. Hopefully my camera's staying a little more steady. It's not exactly a steady cam. I'm sorry, I was watching the playback and it got all pixelated towards the end of my ride. What was it? What was I talking about? Shit, he'll come through here. I'll be quiet. We'll just ride for a second while I think about it. Yeah, the guy, he takes a piss, and then, oh shit, what was the big one? Damn, I knew if I changed the subject, I'd forget. The donut roach coach there. Get on that. Woo! Alright, just shut up now, not talking now. Not talking now. Now we're coming up on Seminole over here. What was the big one? Think. Oh, okay. So, God, I forgot the guy's name, of course. But, I think it's Euphoric that was talking about how he got the information, whether it's edited. I can't tell you. I kind of just have a tendency to trust everything that he puts out. And he's been pretty mind-blowing all along. I'm sure many of you know that. Some of you stop watching some people and never watch some people. I get it. But he does a lot of those shorts. And the guy was in a ski mask with his phone within 20 feet of the house at the time of the crime, son. And his question was, why isn't the FBI investigating this guy? And I want to say he was a frat member, but here I go again. I'm away from my computer, I don't know. If anybody knows about that, I couldn't believe it. And then you have the conversation in Milwaukee with Bethany's in charge. And the guy's literally, I forgot how they got the picture, but it's that same picture that you see of the guy with the ski mask. And that's him. And he is vetted, reported euphoric, up against the house, 20 feet away at the time of the crime. So that was the one that really made me say, well, there's something to talk about. There's something to think about. And I want to know what you guys feel. I'm going to chill right here for a second. I can stop. It looks uphill right now. I'm flying. All right. So the first place it's not for weed. It's an attorney. So Twiz, what a member. Had a ton of Tuesday titles. Hakuna Matata. Thursdays. That's hilarious. Little though is Jeff H here. Jeff H, I don't know if Jeff H is mad at me or whatever. He doesn't come in my chat and he doesn't reply to me in the chats. I think he wants to have a guitar duel off, Crossroads style. I don't know if I'll be Steve Vai or if I'll be Ralph Macchio. But I think maybe that's where that's coming from. I don't know. Maybe I pissed him off. I don't know. That shit happens. People take me the wrong way, right? So, okay, we can cruise down this street because after here, it's all downhill. This isn't bad right here. Oh, a lot of cool. The Rizos, the Rosarios. Man, that looks good. Maybe I'll grab a slice. I should. You know what they have a lot of here, though? Let's check this out. I'll bet you somewhere in Idaho that there's a one of these. Just somewhere in bumfuck, full of everything we know. And somebody did ask a question yesterday. Before I went to bed last night, I read it. That I know Heather probably knows where it is, but where did the debris go from the unaliving of the house itself? And I know it went to a secret location and they buried it. God. So that nobody would fuck with it, which is really amazing. The other thing in the grub truck I was talking about was the guy who's like, yeah, it's 206, so it's about to pop off right now. And then, oh yeah, that's right. I was watching another video, and it wasn't Hooters, and they were zoomed out a little bit, and you could see Joe Vito's phone much more clearly. It was a zoom, and I might have been Jeff H's channel, actually, I want to say. Maybe I didn't give credit for it, man. And you can see his phone very clear. He's got a large screen, and you see what looks like a ski mask item moving across the screen slowly, and then they kind of circle what looked like a body. And I seen it more in the beginning when Banfield first came out. And been good. How you doing? They were showing the Saeed's phone, and I really, man, I didn't want to go back and look at it anymore after I saw it, because it was like, if it is true, then I mean, oh my God. All right, so if we have the, as I think Elle was talking about, the Cosa Nostra, whatever the code is, to stay silent and never speak against the secret society when in court, or to speak against the family. They don't go against the family. And so, it's a nice house right there. You know, could that be the case right here? Like I say, you have the black bear. Hi, puppy dogs. What's up, guys? How are you? A good-looking dog. The case where Hunter isn't speaking, and then, you know, in that over the walkie-talkie transmission, you hear one guy say, "I'm going to Israel." One guy says they're going to be on the beach in Turkey for 6 weeks, and I think I want to say they projected that was David Loesch. So I'm just regurgitating what I heard on that. And I know you guys are heavy facts and documents, and I just sit there and I'll watch the shorts after shorts after shorts of you know, the zoom in here, what you missed in the grub truck, that kind of thing. And I swear to God, I even said the word grub truck. Everybody skedaddled out of my chat the other day. Nobody wants to go there again. And that's why I say where we're going, we've already been. It's a long road. It's a long, dark road. But, you know, hey, the answers are in there. And the irony is that Steve G's daughter found it. And here he won't listen to a word of it. And then the one other thing is who left that message on one guy's channel or whatever, about how facts are going to be coming out soon and blah, 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 something's going to drop. And the voice was one of those lowered voices. And Elle, if it was your channel, refresh my memory of who you thought it was, who it sounded like. Does it sound like a girl's voice when she took the voice coder off of it? And it said that something's going to drop. It's not who you think it is. It's not what you think it is. This is going to blow everybody out of the water. I think at this point, what's going to surprise anybody? Right? I mean, nothing. There's no shock value left. I mean, not just from this story alone, but from what everything that's going on in the country right now. There's a bunch of and you know, so we're desensitized to everything else, but I mean that doesn't make this case matter any less. So we got to keep plugging away. But you know, you guys know who I'm talking about. That one guy's friends with I think it's Illuminati. He talks about, I guess he got that sent to him in a voicemail. And, you know, it was just kind of random. It's like at this point with Justin and Kim's mom, you know, WC's mom and all that stuff, it's like we've had enough faith to gag us forever. I don't know who you thought it was. I'm sorry, I maybe I didn't read the description or whatever, and I couldn't quite place it. It seemed like a familiar voice, but I couldn't place it. It was the guy whose niece or daughter was sick or within arm's reach or whatever. And I don't know. I thought it was a very cryptic, cold, real-sounding message to me. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of gullible. I believe everything. And then I liked. Where am I going? I am lost. I think. I can't get out of this neighborhood. I'm literally no idea where I am. I was going in a circle and see those people with the dogs. Big Bend Parliament. Big Bend Parliament kids. There we go. This house is back here, all done. Pretty cool. Yeah, can I get out this way? Yeah. This house is here. Yeah, okay, the sun's behind me. I guess I wouldn't have been a very big Eagle Scout. I did make it to Webelos. Wait, that didn't sound right. So you have all that. And then I had a dream, and I was trying to remember it yesterday, and then I remembered it today. It was a Countryside Mall, and we pulled up, and whoever I was with was all excited to get me inside because they had a motorcycle dealership, like crotch rocket rice burner bikes that you could ride on the roof of Countryside. There's a whole track up there, which is just a disaster waiting to happen, right? But it seemed, I was so excited to do it. And so we were actually riding around, and I swear I remember somebody telling me something about the case. It was within the mall walking up. I mean, my dreams are pretty real seeming, and I try to remember everything I can. But this was the day before yesterday. Anyway, I have no idea what I dreamt last night. It was pretty intense, but I didn't even think to remember it today. We were up so late last night chatting and stuff. But God, it was one of those cliche things, but it fits so well. And I want to say I already said it. Man, what was it? Let me see where you guys are in chat here. Where I stopped before. The roads are clear tonight, Saturday night. Sidewalks close at 8 p.m. here in Largo, Florida, guys. Just so you know. Let me see where you go. Everybody in chat. Okay, you guys are still here. Tell to L. I need to change my name so people don't tell me anything like they have been with all the hate. I'll be honest with you, it's weird. Like, Heather gets a lot of hate because she's nasty. No, I'm just kidding. I've been real fortunate, and with the people that I've pissed off, I guess you'd say trolling the chats, I've been fortunate so far that I don't know, maybe they're using what Thought Riot called the tactics to block you, and I need to work around that. Because some videos will get like 800 hits, and then the next day you do one that's 50 hits. I told Heather, I'm like, they're doing something to keep us back. It's like, I've been gone for a while, so maybe that's why I got so many at the first. But it does seem like the algorithm is working against you. And I realize there's a lot of other creators out there. I want to feel like they put your shorts out there once in one day, and if it gets watched, it gets watched. If not, oh well, we moved on. That's it. That's the end. I don't know what you guys think about that, but it sounds like you've gotten some stuff. I kind of like your name, Telltale. So I was looking, I was like, oh, it looks like there's an elite within her name. I thought that was really cool. It's Elite. L is cool. Am I running out of stuff? No, I'm not. We're going to go over to the strip club, and there's an arcade over here. And I literally just spent all my quarters buying my sunglasses, which I really didn't even need. I'm not even really wearing at the Dollar Tree there, because we're not billionaires. So I'm going to cross the street and see. Let me see if I can find my buddy I sold a microphone to when I was at Sam Ash. And he opened this strip club over here when he first. He said they totally redid it. I don't know if they're even open yet. He said, "Come on in. I'll get you a free lap dance from one of the girls." I'm not trying to get that right now on YouTube, I guess. maybe with the pasties on. I don't know if we can get away with that. Well, just go over there, pop in and say, hi. Okay, I got the light. Cool. People think I'm crazy talking to them. They be looking at me like, man, this dude. Wasn't that a good movie? Push? They got a store called Push. I don't know if it's the same thing. Crazy Girls. Yeah, I was talking about this spot yesterday. Doesn't look like there's a big crowd, so I don't even know if they're open. We got one gentleman here in front. He's got his refreshments ready. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Some smells good. Oh, they are open. Okay. Yeah. Crazy Girls. You gotta get past the silver curtain. Let me just, I'm gonna walk in there real quick and see if it's him. I'm not 100% sure if this is the pub, but I want to say what it is. Okay, so yeah, this is the club, and she wanted I asked her if she wanted to come on YouTube. I can come on YouTube. I'm just gonna show you the inside, and we'll probably pop our camera in here real quick. Probably won't hurt back in. Get a copyright strike if I don't keep talking over the song here though. Where'd she go? She's gone. Anyway, so that's probably wasn't appropriate. So anyway, I'm talking over. So yeah, that is the place. The manager, I guess his name was Kevin, but I don't think he's here right now. He says, well, that's the newest manager. This is a good exercise bike ride, right? Just coming to the Crazy Girls, and then they got bingo next door. I think it's bingo, if you could see the bingo. So we'll try back there another time, but that was the place. He said Kevin's worked there about 5 months, and that's the guy who bought a microphone off me. So now right across the street from the house, I got a free lap dance coming. Woo-hoo. Can't ask for more than that. Maybe if it turned to a pizza after a 6-pack of beer, that would be good. Well, if it's Bass Ale. It's got to be Bass Ale. Definitely got to be Bass Ale. Alright, let me get caught up with you guys before I start rolling in. I'm barely breaking a sweat. This is a great ride as long as I don't try to fight the hills. Selfish food weirdness. I should have been a stripper. At Twigs, I always call you Twigs. I don't know why. He was supposed to go live Friday, but he didn't. You're his bestie. Yeah, what happened to Dinky the other day, right? Turning too old. Well, you should have. If you think you should have seen the girl I was talking to in there. she wanted to come on me. Yeah, the guy was nice. They wanted me to stay. They didn't have any customers. They were like, no, don't leave, please, don't. I'm like, let me bring my thing in here. That would be fun if they turn off the music. I'll bring all my friends in here, and we'll do super chats and give the strippers tips. That would be a fucking awesome live. I am totally doing that. Oh, and also I wanted to congratulate Twiz on getting 500 subs. I don't know if I already did that. I'm not so smart. Oh, you talking about drunk turkeys? Yeah, I did see that they were gonna do one. But no, congratulations. I don't know why I didn't look for your channel. This is a really steep, and the cars are coming. I'm gonna wait just in case I get run over by a Scirocco. Woo! That kid was like, wee! Alright, so drive safely. See, they kill people. They kill people with the cars. So if they wanted to take me out, I'm pretty sure it would be easy. Just, oh, he crossed against the line. How are you going to prove it? There's no cameras in those cameras, or there's no memory sticks in those damn traffic cameras they have, apparently. I don't know. Okay, I wanted to go back. This is the last thing I want to talk about before I shut it down. And thank you guys all for being here. You guys are so supportive, and so awesome. And, I won't forget you when I get... Just kidding. Don't forget me, because you guys are... Ooh, I should pop in the tap, but that sounds like another copyright strike opportunity. They've been pretty lenient on me. Okay, so this is a judo dojo right here. And then if you followed the other day, I know Twiz saw the MMA guy, and he texted me that it's just $1.99 to start, and then like $5-10 a month to do the MMA gym there, and it's a top quality gym. Ooh, they got appliances here. I saw a dishwasher, which I needed. I don't have a dishwasher in the trailer. This is SOS I talked about yesterday. They fix anything electronic. You can mail it to them. This is the man, and I'm telling you, I've been looking for years. If you got an old broken radio or amplifier or something like that you can't get working, I think he's there. He works with his kid. And it's funny, I think he just farms out all the easy work to the kid. So he's like an 8-year-old sitting there with a soldering iron, fixing shit. But I looked for years for anybody that could fix electronics. And when you talk to people on the line, they just assume you're an idiot. And like, oh, more than the amp is worth to get it fixed. And I just took it into him, boom. And it actually took him like 4 days to find the capacitor that was bad. And he only charged me $100, so I know he spent way more hours. Like Bubbly Waters, try to translate the money where Bubbly. I mean, I can't even. You would need to have a full-time job. Let's just cruise down here and see what's going on a Saturday night off Lake Breeze Estates. This is Lake Breeze Estates, folks. This is the rough hood. This is the bad side of the tracks. No, I don't know. Seems like a nice neighborhood. Regular blue collar, large ghetto. Oh, you get lost in here too. Ooh, look at that Plymouth. That's pretty nice. I'll try to get inside of that freaking RV. Where was I? Back across the chat now. It's gonna chill over here. Meg P's here. Yeah, Meg P, I thought you were mad at me. I already issued my apology for being mean to Heather Virgo last night. And I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just being kind of sarcastic that they hunt people down in the chat. And I said they're militarized and they have a concealed carry permit now. Hey, if anybody needs a toilet, that looks like it might be a best of what's the tournament they have there in Tarpon Springs, the golf tournament? Vespa. Anyway, Meg P, I wasn't trying to be mean to her at all. I guess I did probably cross the line. Boo-hoo-hoo thing. But, I mean, it's like when I try to get back into the chat, where Lana had promised me, just like Twiz, right before she promised Twiz on that phone call day. And I know I'm crying to the choir here, but every time I'm like, oh, hey, wanna go ahead and add me back now, like you said you would, they delete that name out of the chat. And these are my aliases. I'm supposed to be hiding behind these, and I want to chat. I want to get, that's my favorite chat. You know, that's where it all started for me. Obviously, Dinky IMO is the hot new shit. Oh, that's nice. That's for sale too, that Chevy. That's a Malibu, so that means the GTO. Look at that one they redid. That's pretty nice. This is great going downhill. I'm gonna stop turning around right now. And you know, and I like, everybody's like, oh, why do you pick on Mrs. Kelly? It's like, Mrs. Kelly's the one who keeps deleting me, and I'm not even saying anything. And I've even had Meg P say in chats before, why did you delete Kane? You didn't even say anything. I was watching the whole time, and she's defended me before, which is why I wanted to apologize, because I felt like Heather was one of my constituents in the Truth and Transparency chat. Anyway, I'm just going on and on about this, that, you know, I felt betrayed that they went ahead and blocked me, which is like, come on, man. And I realized I take it too far after, and I troll bomb them. But, you know, I can't help it. I'm funny. Arrgh! There's a nice chair here. What a sunset, man. Can you see that? Can you see the sunset? It's beautiful. This is good. This is good. Right. I don't know where I'm at on the time. Let's take a time check right here. I am at 57 minutes, y'all. And I realized I did stop at Crazy Girls from a free lap in. And you know, the lady was a little older, but she was kind of cute. She had it going on in the sweater yams. When I say sweater yam, I mean small. That's my, just so you know, for your checklist. See if it's funny though. And the manager's like, come on, yeah, we'll get you a drink. We'll do anything. Free drinks. Oh, yeah, that. Oh, hiding that ZR1. I happened, when I was on a bike ride one time, I happened across a 63 split window. And it was right behind my apartments. And the guy had a whole warehouse there just for the vet, where he kept it. And you know, those things are 100,000 broken down, going down the road, three. And I actually have some pictures I'll post one of these days when I come across it on my old phone. You know, I was in Canada, my girlfriend. Don't try to find her, but it's a nice fence. Those are fun to put up. We had a lot of cement to get them. It looks like everything held up over here from the storm pretty good. So anyway, there's that for you, Meg P. If there was any kind of sentiment on that. You know, I'm not a bad violent guy. So damn, I just hit on the last topic and I forgot what it was. Shoot. Damn, I never would have made it back from the beach. I could have probably made it there. We probably did 5 miles. I could have made it there, but it would have been dark, but I would have had to call an Uber or an ambulance on the way back. All right, cool. All right, we wrap it up. Coming up here. Yeah, but I've been, okay, so what was I was saying, I'm fortunate on the haters. So I don't understand that. I don't know what happened to the Joker guy, if you remember him. And he was friends with Rock Chalk. And man, they hate me. They don't, you know how they go, I think we need to talk. The moderators will be like, we need to talk. Oh, by the way, Heather and Twiz, I want to do is make you honorary moderators just for the heck of it. Not that too many other people are here other than you guys, but I thought just for the fuck of it. I just couldn't figure out how. If one of you guys, you know, like Heather, yeah, email me how to do it. Yeah, like that's going to happen. Oh, I can go across here. I want to add you on that. But I've been fortunate on I expected them to come in, so they're probably just doing stuff behind the scenes, reporting me. I had my channel, this just in, deleted once when right after I was in a chat, and somebody's like, what's your channel? And I told them, and then my channel just, boom, got deleted. And it turned out the person, what was her name? Was connected to YouTube, so they had some kind of YouTube power, but for absolutely no reason. And they told me that the reason was continued violations, which I had zero, because I don't even use that channel. I I mean, barely to chat, let alone to broadcast. They deleted it, and it took me like a week of, man, the email. It's fun. The funny thing about YouTube is the support, because it takes you forever. I mean, I forget how to do it after I do it every time, but you can't get to the support. And then when you finally do, wow, you can roll back here. This is pretty cool. Can you see that sun? I don't know. I'm gonna have to take it out of the thing. Hang on. This is too cool not to look at. I need to back probably up. Look at that. Hold on. I'm gonna back it up. Let me see. I don't know if I can go back here. Yeah, I can. Okay. Here we go. Woo. Okay. Oh, I went through somebody's house. I thought this was clubbed up. If we back it up, maybe I can see it. There it is. Oh, we got a glimpse of it. It's already. One more try. I'll give you a nice sunset goodbye. What an idiot. Okay, here it is. Right here. Boom, I can't. Oh, my balls. Okay, right there. So that's up higher than I can see, so I'm assuming you can see it. Maybe. I don't know. Keep rolling by. Hey, if you guys are talking. I didn't really even mod. Yeah. I say, now you said you live in San Fran, right? It's got to be, I don't know if you're down by the Tenderloin or whatever there. At Telltale. But man, the footage I see from there. And the funny thing is that so many Californians, other than like San Diego, want to vote to keep Newsom in. And it's like, look at what they're doing. Gosh, look at that light up. I should probably, okay. Oh, it's funny. Oh no, I'm just accused of screwing a Google. Oh. Hey man, you got to get to the top some way or another. Listen, I don't know that anybody would go that far to be on Google. Let me see if I can get to a higher spot. I'm gonna roll down a little bit more here. Keep it going for a minute. You guys is there any other live chats going on tonight? I don't know. They shut it down early on Twizz's and Rory's channel. Is that your channel, Twizz? With Rory? I got my glasses off so now I can see. Heather says, shit, it's hard to see. I'm wiggling. This thing is a stabilizer, but it's definitely not a Steadicam. I mean, they got friends. Well, I'm accused of being a spy or FBI. Well, yeah, we've always thought that, man. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Angel D. Oh, Angel D's in here? What? I better comb my hair. Wow. Now I feel like I've finally sold my first soul to the devil. Oh, check this out, you guys. Look at this. See, this is the beauty of Florida. You don't get this in Ohio or anything else. Check this out. Look at that. Here it goes. I'm going to try to zoom in. Oh, I zoomed in. But I zoomed in on the wrong thing. Okay. There it is. And you can see it now. Okay. Let's see if we can find that big crater that they were talking about. Ooh, I see my phone has its first crack. Even though I have the glass on it. Maybe it's just the glass. Okay, that's my total zoom in ability. I'm thinking if I tap the phone, and I'm just going to let it go. So you have the moon coming up over there. It probably was like a blood moon or something when it first popped up. And then that sunset is getting pretty insane back there. Let's cruise over and I'll just roll around. Let's see. I should probably go back down to the pizza place. It's so busy on Saturday. It's crazy. It's pretty awesome. So you get that beautiful sunset. Damn, look at that. It's not hot. I mean, that's the thing they say about Florida. It's so hot. Don't move there. The humidity. And it's funny. In the winter, I can't. The thing is now I can't zoom out. There we go. In the winter, New Yorkers will come down here, and it'll be 40 degrees, okay? Which to us is like free air conditioning. And they'll come down here from New York, and I'm like, it's 40 below in New York. Why are you so cold? What are you bitching about? And I'm the only thing I can attribute it to is the fact that it's the humidity makes it colder, so the cold kind of goes into your bones. But I'm like, we get that cold, and you step outside, you don't need a jacket. You've been wearing nothing but tank tops and flip-flops and shorts all year, and then you gotta listen to New Yorkers complain about how cold it is, and then you get the summer rolls around. It's too hot. I gotta sit in the air conditioner all day. So it's like, I can't wait. So this is another view of the sunset. Kind of nice. The parks. We get a lot of parks here in Florida, in this area. I think this was built, and it's a totally different thing law-wise, because if you have one of these houses, it's on a trailer, right? So they call it a trailer, right? That's why they call it a trailer. But it's because it's literally on a trailer, and it can be moved at any time. So you're not registered with the state as a house. You're registered with the DMV. So it's like with your house, you get a title. One of those trailers like that, right? You get a title. I've never been back here before. A lot of nice little cinder block homes too. So you get a title from the DMV, but you can still get the homestead exemption. So that's nice. Oh man, look at that. Is that a Charger? Yeah, the Charger. Purple Charger, that means you're smart, I guess. Purple's the smart color. This is the smart color. Other than, let me see if I can miss one. Yeah, no, you guys are chatting it up, so I'm just gonna keep riding, and this is gonna be my game of 10 minutes of silence of me not talking now, not talking. I steal all my stuff from me. I wish I could come up with my own things. Funny on my, if I was funny on my own, other than, I think although it's kind of stolen from that country guy that, here's your pronoun. If you got a working pronoun on top of a broken pronoun, here's your pronoun. I don't know. It's gonna be big. Oh, this is a dead end. I guess the sign said dead end. Wow, that's a nice one here. Tuck that away. Big money. Some of these sell for like, you wouldn't believe it, 300, 400, half a million. The real estate here has gone nuts, and I was doing real estate. I had a townhouse in Palm Harbor I was there 5 years, and then the bubble got crazy, and the real estate inflated crazy, doubled, tripled, or exactly doubled what we paid for it. And I barely fixed it up. I had the helicopter pilot and his partner from the sheriff's department came and remodeled my kitchen. And they agreed to show me how to do everything. So I learned from them. His name was Pete, and they used to come in the morning. They didn't tell me they were cops. They were recommended from a friend of mine, and the place would just smell like, I had the dankest weed. I used to drive to Tampa to go get it. I mean, it was like 128th, and the guy, anyway, I would just, I'd take my wake and bake, and the cops would come in and help me in the morning. They'd smell it. Finally, they laughed like on the last day, like, we're cops, right? I'm like, what the hell? Back then in 2008 or whatever it was, 2006, weed was a little bit more of an issue, but they didn't care. It's like cops, when they're off duty, they don't care. So you have to remember that cops are taking orders. And, I want to wrap up with a thought about pain. And I know that we all have this view. But you look at them, and I can relate. Oh, look at this, Florida Shuffleboard, Corey, y'all. Florida Shuffleboard. Welcome to Cocoon, my friends. They don't have the shuffles or the sticks anymore. Nobody, I don't think. They have the chalkboards though. Is you take the stumpiest little guy who has no experience, mind you, that is relatively new to the department, at least as a detective, Kane, And you put him in charge of the largest horrible crime that's ever happened, pretty much, I'd say, in the state of Idaho. Agreed. And I mean, when you talk about Cole Seavers and the Fall Guy, could you ask for anything more? Let's take a roll down here. Camper's Cove is too rough for me to do. This seems kind of quiet and nice. Maybe a short little trip, like these little dead ends. So why? And then, you know, you say why didn't they use, okay, that was a quick trip, because otherwise I'm going back to where we just came from. Why do you not take the opportunity to plant the actual unaliving weapon with the DNA that you already have at the house, at the apartment, you know, at Pennsylvania, in the car? You know, and I think Twiz, and then we're talking about today, okay, we're going to go to our party time, why not? There were cops here the other day, about 1 billion cops. They had the SWAT, and my buddy was watching. He said the SWAT had the shields, and in one of these trailers here, they rushed in. They were here down at the end of the street, I believe. Well, these places are small. There's the Airstream right there. Go Cowboys. All right. And then they rushed in, like 8 of them, and then they got pushed back. So I don't know if the guy was pulling shotgun blasts. I didn't follow up on the news story. He just saw it happening live on the street, and then he says they were standing at the entranceway, and there's like cops all the way down the street. And wow, that's a nice chopper. That's a chopper. But then one of my neighbors has a knucklehead, fully assembled, working knucklehead, and she can't ride it. She's older. Look at that chopper. That's not. He had a flat back tire. Looks like it has. I can't even tell what kind of engine it is. It looks like maybe a panhead. I'm not sure, but it's definitely a job. What do they call those scooters there? What I was saying, is just okay. We're gonna try to pull these strings. We're gonna try to get away with whatever they're trying to get away with, or whatever strings they're trying to pull for. He is. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything more. You couldn't ask for a better Fall Guy. You asked for it. You got it. Toyota, right? Thanks for the ride, lady. It's like everything is in her face. And then there was another one. I don't know if it was L or if it was Euphoric. That was it looked like a stained glass window, and then somebody's face was peering through it. Who does that look like, or what do we see? I didn't get that one either, unfortunately. We can probably roll that here before that McDonald's starts smelling good. I'm gonna make hamburgers tonight. Snack update: hamburgers, and I'm off bread. I had my last bit of cereal. I have some milk left for my coffee, and that's about the end of it. Carbs for me. So I think this is just that kind of a quick hotel trip here. And it doesn't go around or nothing. So, backwoods, back alleys, and the trusty woods. Everything is just straight in our face, and in the beginning we were all so twisted on. They said this, and they said, yeah, now we know. Look at that moon here. I'll try to keep that in the focus. Boy, it smells like weed right there. I'm about to smell like weed. I don't know why. I don't know what weed is. I got the pulleys, so I'll smell like weed. The Kane thing is one, but then you have Bethany and Dylan, who Dylan first of all asked, am I going to be arrested if I don't come from Nevada to be a subpoenaed witness? Why would you ask that? if you know you didn't do anything. And her, what's his name? Jay Embry the other day put it so brilliantly that he said, shit, what did he say? Damn, I gotta get a brain. It's my Southern education. I had a commenter today that says, I don't know if it's your Florida Southern education or whatever, but you're kind of hard to follow sometimes. I said, oh, it's probably my SoCal education. I probably have more college hours than a doctorate would require. But I changed majors so many times, and I'm terrible at math. So I could barely finish pre-algebra even though I took it in 10th grade and I did great. I took economics, I did macroeconomics, microeconomics, all the hard classes, and stuff, and I was able to do the math in there. It's just when it's math all the time, 24/7, come on, man. I'm over it. Boy, that moon is beautiful. I can't wait till I turn into a werewolf. Look how it's halfway out, like Shaggy and Scooby are going to be pulling up anytime. I think I did see a mystery machine out in the public. I haven't seen a Ghostbusters vehicle yet. That would be amazing. But as far as in our faces, so what do we have in our faces now? Correct me if I'm wrong, there's the student video, and I think I was following on L that it's an infrared video that they were doing the horror movie or whatever they were filming with it. Behind the crime house, the party house, the drug house. Remember that? Somebody brought that up today. That was what the taxi cab drivers, yeah. I take people there all the time. It's a known DRUG house. It's a known party house. He didn't go so far as to say it's a brothel that we kind of almost dipped into last night on Twiz's chat, if you remember, which is something that Steve G, obviously, I've never been down this street, so I'm going to cruise this street and we'll go a little longer. Let me see what you guys are saying about me. This is Discord. It's K&B's, that's something just what I like about this phone. It's got a great mic. The camera seems good right now. Should be lucky to be my dog. Who is it? Oh, Mickey. In our faces, God, what did Meg P or Elite have to say? Shit, what was it? Now I lost my train of thought. Okay, so my boy just came over and dropped me something off. So to grab him by the ballot. What in the world does that sound? That is kind of cool. Okay. What the? Camel. Okay, we got. I'm in enemy territory. Camel signs all over this. Look at this. I'm with her. Well, we can't all have brains, I guess. Okay. Look at that. Camera center. They probably got camel pillowcases. Anyway, Florida. Blue and red. It's in our faces and they won't stop. So it's like this guy, that's me when I cut my yard as a kid. Like halfway through, Mom, I need some lemonade. Never go back out, start playing video games. What we got over here? Trump. Okay, so I love Trump. Cool. So you got it's like the Hatfields and McCoys on this street over here. It's gonna get real. What else is in our faces? They're not gonna change. And I've been saying it all along that, I know all you guys know, but this is this is like a chest bump in a nuclear war, this battle, and it seems insurmountable right now to us. But, stranger things have happened, bigger things, and who knows, at some point they might be, yeah, you got us, we're busted, so what? Here you go, we're going to let them go. And then, the town burns down the courthouse, whatever, but it's a bigger fight, and you have people talking about the stingrays and that whatever the other one that starts with an H, and you can there's a record. I think private citizens can even buy that now. You don't even need a law enforcement degree. As if there is one. Oh, look at that golf cart. Look at the rims on that thing. Probably more expensive than my old car. I don't know if you saw it. There's a nice quiet back here. You know, they may just throw their hands up and be like, you got us, because Bill is obviously, he's close to retirement, come on, and he wants out. At this point, you got to admit, he's over his head, and he knows it. And he might just step down, and then they throw in a new guy and be like, yeah, we didn't have anything, it's not my fault, it's the other guy's fault. Let's go golf cart. And so, sorry. Oops. And then on to the next battle and the next. See, I mean, it's just so obvious. It's so obvious. There's a nice pool over here. You can't see it. Anyway, it's just so obvious. Whatever I was gonna say. This is like a maintenance. No, this is a party golf cart. They got the rumble seat in the back. These are becoming more and more popular now. There's a Sears house. I want to build a Sears house one day. You still get the directions. They don't have the materials, right? You probably have to pay $1 billion to get the actual, factual materials. Is that better? That's a better view right there, right? Oh, the moon's really out, man. Check it, bro. I hope I'm keeping that in the view. I don't know. That is really, it's close to full. It is the season of the witch. These things are huge. My lord. You've been a family of 4 pit hippopotamuses in these things. So, Bill's obviously ready to retire. Judge is, according to JLR, completely in love with Ann Taylor. So much, though, so that she had to retire. She's delaying the case to make tons more money, which is ridiculous. She can probably barely feed her family with what she's making, no matter how long the trial goes on, you know. I don't know if they even bill by the hour. She just probably gets paid a salary, right? Doesn't matter what case she has, when she was a public defender. And so you'll have that, and watch. And then you'll have, unfortunately, before this comes down, you'll probably have a Jeffy Eppy situation with BK where he checks out, and that'll be a wow. You should see the camera setup they have here coming in. I didn't even notice it. Man, imagine if they had this on Linda Lane. It's very highly secure. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it. There's every direction. We get that on King Road, we wouldn't be asking so many questions. Let's get back there. Yeah, he's gonna, because otherwise there's gonna be too much of an uproar with everything. How are you today? Hey, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you follow true crime at all?
Do I what?
Do you watch the news, read the papers? Have you ever heard about the Idaho 4 case where 4 Idaho college students were murdered in their beds? Do you remember that a couple years ago?
I gotta get this call.
You do that? Okay, sorry, don't mean to keep you. It's a nice looking puppy dog. Have a good one. See, nobody knows. And here's the other street of that house. The sun refuses to go down in Florida. That's the thing. It'd be like 9 o'clock, but by the time it finally goes down, it started at 7. Is that they're gonna get rid of him, whatever, because otherwise if they let him go, they're gonna get burned down. They're gonna get a lawsuit of some type, you know. And yeah, like Heather said last night, if they do file a civil suit against him, the only satisfaction of a verdict on that would be that it proves that, you know, whatever, somebody did it. To that, we're never gonna fall for that. But the thing is, they have to, because yeah, there has to be, no matter what, public opinion is now tilted, and we've seen it since you know, the early 1700s, if you guys remember when we were kids, where, you know, the crowd would bring the guy up and string him up. That was it. And that's what JLR wants. And that's what Steve G wants. I didn't know about this Steve G army because, like I told you, I had my social experiment going on for 3 months there with no internet. Self-imposed not. It's there right there. I don't know if that grew before I got off in December or if it was already a thing. Sorry, scared like crazy guy talking to himself. Look at that moon. That is so beautiful. That is really awesome. This is quite a sunset. This is one of those energy. I don't know if it's just maybe because I drank 2 cups of coffee. I did one New England on the Keurig and I did one Dunkin' Donuts. So I have a lot of choices. I have about 700, or I have 4 years worth of coffee right now. I don't know if it will keep. I guess I should probably start rolling back this way, or not. But I have enough left. Anyway, so that's the energy. And in my opinion, I've been saying it for a while. And Heather said, what would they have to gain? That's all they would have, because he doesn't have any assets. His parents barely have an asset. You know, if they were legally implicated to be able to take their property away from them. I mean, he already stole his sister's iPhone. So I don't know what other assets are going to fall into the laps of the Gonzalez civil suit, or what evidence. There's got to be something. And with Steve G being so convinced that there's something, what is it? He's got. Is it more than just this? Oh, the DoorDash driver saw BK coming in and out. Bullshit. I mean, there's 2 different weapons used in this case by 2 different people. I assume, you know, unless it was the rideshare driver and his fancy collection of weapons. I don't see it being anything where it's not going to be 2 people. Okay, and they were talking about Xana in that recording. Oh, it's Xana. Oh, it's Xana. You know, and I don't know where those people think they are with that camo sign. Each his own, right? Guilty before proven innocent, though, in this case. So, wow, it's tucking behind those clouds. I kind of want to get it popping out. I'm going to chill. I'm going to sit and chill maybe for a minute so it's not so wobbly. And as the moon gets brighter, we can check it out. Yeah, there'll be nothing property-wise for them to get out of him, but at least they have the satisfaction of knowing even though they're wrong, they're right. And so you have Kane, where I mean, if you wrote a script on how to, and I get my water here, and this is a water hack for you guys, YouTube water hack. I don't know if anybody's still with me, but they have to filter the crap out of the water for these ice things. And so for 25 cents, they also sell the filtered water. And it's really good. It's better than all the other places are 50 and $1 to fill a gallon. And so, I don't know. Maybe they don't filter it and I'm just buying tap water. But that's where I come. And then this is Ace Hardware. Okay, so I'm just going to keep talking because the list is in my head with all the obvious stuff. And the moon's going to come out in just a second here. Okay. That's the cloud. Oh, I was wondering if my girlfriend was over there at Sicko. So cute. You have Payne, an unseasoned rookie on the biggest case. No, you would write that into a Hollywood skit or into a Hollywood script. I'm sorry. You would put an old geezer that's about to retire on top of prosecuting the case. And we'll zoom this in. This chat hasn't moved in a while, so I'm assuming You guys are missing this awesome view. Let's see if it'll focus itself. Maybe it will. Come on, there you go. No. Yeah, and then oh, maybe it's because I need to push it down. Let me see down. Hey, who's in here? Tanel Ray. Oh, awesome. Hi. Why don't you stalk your ex with you? That sounds about right, Heather. That's right. Your power wasn't out. You were stalking people. I did have a friend who was a stalker, and he tricked us in. He bought us beers and then left and said, keep an eye across the street. My ex-girlfriend works there. Watch for her. He tricked us into being stalkers. But anyway, you have Kane, and then you have a retiring prosecutor who was right there, and he knows what happened, and he knows he's lying at the scene, and he's in charge of the prosecution. He's going to retire. This is going to be his last case. Now, especially, I don't know if before. But then you have the PCA, and it's like they're laughing at us. Oh, we have DNA. Oh, you got DNA? All right, cool. No need. Let's just take a bunch of dick pics, and that'll fill up the 51 terabytes that we need. And we'll just tell the jury we got 51 terabytes of information. They'll believe us. They want to go home and have dinner. They want to go home and pick up their kids from soccer practice. They won't care that the digital cell phone information is all a bunch of made-up malarkey. Okay? And so this is how they've done it. This is how they do it. This is how it's going across the country. And we see it every day. The police right here, they just arrested the police guy from the Fraternal Order of the Police, the president of those guys that gave me a hard time for 2 years. They never pulled me over or nothing, but they always would fuck with me. They would shine their lights in my see I was across the street, and believe me, that's a fraternity. And so the president of that for 3 years was taken down for warning drug dealers when the cops were looking for him, get out of the country, this kind of thing. And now he went down. And so, we see it in Baltimore. It happened recently. You have Boston, obviously, you know that. And everywhere is corruption. And so many people don't, I don't want to say they don't care, but they're just so, I wish I could get past, you know what, I can probably get past that wire. And I can see the moon better. I'm going to out zoom. And just a second. Oh, sorry. Or how do you, that way. That way. I don't know. I'm going to be across the street in a second and it won't matter. I'm going to get pulled over. I don't have a light on my bike though. So I might shut it down in a minute. But yeah, so you have Bill, you have Brent, whatever. And I mean, he's the stubbiest, the easiest to pick on. I'm sure you know that you see those pictures of the guys that are 6'3" and he's 5'0", and you can see it. It's the locker room. It's the high school locker room. It's no different with these cops, and it's not going to stop. Even if we win, I say we, the divided Idaho 4 clan, split down the middle, and I couldn't find a better victory for the Idaho law enforcement than to divide a growing stronger web sleuths, because they know what web sleuths can do. They know what web sleuths can do, and they're afraid and they're terrified, but they keep throwing money at the problem, and the higher up beats that be say, look, he was a dreamer. You know, if you like Steve Carell, you know, Ben Franklin, he was a dreamer. And they throw it right in our face, and they laugh when you try to question anything, you know. There's a cop right there. Speak of the devil, surely he will appear. Sorry, Heather Virgo. Once again, I'm going to try this other part. This is the one that I heard took some major damage where I'm going right now. It's kind of, see how the sunset just lingers here? It's crazy. It's so crazy. Then you have, when are we going to get a hold of, or when is law enforcement going to say they got a hold of this student film that was going on behind the house the night of? I mean, are you kidding me? Is it already out? Like I said, I had 3 months and I kind of got confused, and I wasn't able to watch anything. And so if something that groundbreaking came out, I assume that we'd all be talking about it right now. Yeah, no, go ahead. It's fine. Okay. Turn on the light so he's like, ever see? They like the kids food. Nice. Then they'll give you a bottle of water. Oh, cool. There's the moon. Cool. Right between those trees. Now maybe it'll focus. No, of course, because of the stupid trees. I'm an idiot. Little freak. What is it? Damn, that's really nice. Now it'll focus, and we're gonna see all the craters. So, creators. Let's see if it'll get that focus, baby. Is it getting in there? Just looks like kind of a blurry ball. I can see. There was one time. I guess I should probably just leave it on there, but I'll zoom out so it's kind of more visible. What are you guys saying? I am just a girl. Put away my devices and not attached to them. Well, that's good. It's harder to track. What did Woke say? I gotta see. Right? Where is that? I have wanted to for so long. Alright, I'm just gonna leave you guys to chat, because what do I have to really add? I'm just kind of blabbering. But yeah, there was damage in this park when I first moved here. There was an updraft, and like I said, it shook the hell out of my place. And we had like 80-mile-an-hour winds here, and I during Debbie, and my place didn't move at all. And so it apparently was a updraft or a downdraft or something that was like, man, it must have been over 100-mile-an-hour winds. Look at that. It's Pink Flamingo Skies. Who is that? David Bowie? And that same day where I had the palm frond slap against the 40-pound palm frond slap against my place and shake it, thought I was gonna die. It only lasted 5 minutes. It's the same derecho shit that you guys had up north. Probably Heather was affected by that. There were tons of tornadoes and all kinds of fatalities and stuff like that. But anyway, so you have that. Where is this student video? Heather, back me up. What happened to that? When is at least law enforcement gonna say, hey, we were dreamers? Ben Franklin invented electricity. I mean, can you ask for? That's all we would need, right? I mean, unless it's that video where you see the shadows moving back and forth. I don't know. But that claim's out there, you know, and who knows if it's true. And then you have the cat taking the piss door cam. And I forget, was Koberger's car a sedan or a coupe? I think he has a coupe. No, he has an Elantra, so that's two Longtra. That's a sedan, right? And there is like the cat piss ring doorbell camera, car going by, which, you know, I don't know if that's been submitted in evidence. Like, seems like nothing makes it into. I'm reconnecting here. I'm live now. It cut off because I have these little bumps at the bottom of my case. They were pulled out before, and now when I hit that bump, it turned my phone off. Sorry, guys. But anyway, what was I saying? There's something cool back over here. This sunset, this is a nice long little road, and this sunset's kind of cool. So I thought we could at least roll this one out. So if that's not out, I don't know. And nothing's getting taken into evidence. Nothing new. Everybody was bulldozed into being non-involved. Nobody could possibly be involved. Showalters and who knows where, and Loaches in Turkey, and somebody's in Israel, and you know, if you could watch every single minute of Bubbly Waters, you would know this shit. That woman has literally torn the flesh off, picked the nose hairs of all the JLRs, and totally investigate. I want to say everybody in that town that could possibly be involved. So, you know, to catch up with her, she must have over 10,000 videos by now. And like I said, if you could pay her for the time that she's put into this, you'd be broke. She'd be a billionaire. But it's amazing. And then you have Elle coming out, and she's pulling stuff. I don't know where she's getting her stuff. She keeps surprising me. And I just found her. Okay. I'm going to roll down this road one more time because the moon is like, you got to see this. It's totally dope. It's kind of a cool road here. It's quiet. The bats are out. I don't know if you can see them. The fruit bats. And they come and they get the little no-see-em. And if you whistle, I'm not a good whistler, they'll come check you out. Here he comes. I don't know if you can see him. I can't whistle for shit. But once they get to know you, look at this bat. He's flying right over me. This is so cool. It's a little baby bat. Hi, little baby bat. I guess I don't know if they're truly blind, but they definitely can sense vibration, which is what sound is right there. He's eating like a feast. This is their feeding time. They're like Twiz. They sleep all day, party all night. Look at this little guy. He is so cool. I'm going to name him Francis. All right, so let's check out the moon. The sunset's going down. Oh, and there is the stunning moon. Good night, moon. Moonvale. I call you Mooneyvale. I don't know why I call you Mooneyvale. I call Twiz Sizz now because he's the go-to guy. Ever since that video you did, Twiz, you're the hot shot. It's great. You should walk that thing one time and see if you come across the knife sheath. Just have like a little broom with you and dust off like the little leaves that are on top, you know. The knife sheath. I mean the knife itself. But let's see if I can keep this in frame. I can't see when I do all this stuff. Let me read what you guys do. Okay, yes, he does. I do not sleep. I did. Now, you probably did today. You were up before I was because I was posting posts, I guess you call it, and you already had your show going. I was like, oh, he probably won't be up till 5. So I figured everybody was going to sleep in and I was going to do my little bike ride late. So that's 2. You know that Santa's going to retire after this. I mean, whether he was before or not, I don't know. He probably could have done 50 more cases. And, you know, because, you know, retirement's not easy. Once you're done, that's it. You got your little pension to live on, whatever coins you've saved up in your piggy bank, and that's it. So you got to live off that. So he's probably trying to hang in there as long as he can. But with all this pressure, he's probably aged 50 years like a president in 2. So then you have Fry. Fry retires or whatever, and now he's, what is he? Is he running for sheriff? I think I remember Heather saying something about that. Or he's a city manager. One of these things. I got a speed bump coming up here. I don't want to lose my phone again. Oh, the full moon's in there anyway. Good. So just keep up with that. But Santa's gone. You have the laughy guy at the first press conference. I always forget his name. Radner or some shit. And he's up in that Ellie Elite. We know that. I mean, he's at the press conference telling jokes. You know, he's been there, done that. There's nothing new to him. Who else? The judge is going to retire. He's going to retire after this. I mean, he's not quite as old as the other guys. Maybe he doesn't look it. But I'm assuming that he's had it after this. And oh, look at this. Yeah, I can go this way. Welcome home. And then you have the foot soldiers, right? Like the ride-along guy and all that. And we can't... Why won't they give us any information? Because they're lying. Because if they had something sealed as to his fate, they wouldn't be able to shut up about it. And they would get it out there. They would leak it out there. But it troubles me, guys. It troubles me that they didn't plant a knife. And if they really wanted Kohberger that bad, they didn't plant a knife when they had the chance. And, you know, maybe this is chain of custody, or they, you know, they obviously had the same officers roll in on the search. And then you have, back to Fry, why was he at the coffee pot? What was he doing? Is he part of the SWAT team? That I don't know if that was ever discussed, if that was vetted. I know that he was there. Why the fuck was he there? Why the hell is... You can't let these things go. These things can't slip. And I know I'm not talking about documents, and I'm not using Hector the Projector, but these are my thoughts, and I'm not necessarily a convict. I've probably been arrested, though, more than anybody that has 0 convictions with a traffic ticket. I had 6 driving on a suspended. So if I ever get in an accident, God forbid, they're gonna look at my record and just be like, how come this guy wasn't in jail? No, but I think it's coming up on a lake. It's nice with the moon. The coffee pot is just so weird, because you have the crying roommate. Oh, he was a great guy. Well, I'm defending him and blah 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 blah. Oh, this is my new spot. Damn, if I had my dog, I'd be coming back here and running around all the time. This is beautiful. Look at this little... Got boats and everything there. Whoa. I don't know if this goes... Is this a lake, or if this goes out to the Gulf and or coastal waterway. It's probably hard to see, but the moon looks nice, doesn't it? We have this little carriage house or gazebo thing or whatever. And I'll roll by the lake. Hopefully there's not a gator sitting on the bank there. You know, at night in the bay, you get that bioluminescent water, and here's me. Bleh, I'm off track. Oh no, I'm having to work. It's law enforcement, actual work. I don't know if you guys monitors or can pick up the lake. Probably I'm all backwards. There's a nice little gazebo right here. Check that. Oh, you hear that bull gator? Ooh wee. Yes sir, he let me know. I see one cruising through the water. Ha 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 ha. You guys can probably see him. So I see him moving around. You can find them by the bubbles. Now, I mean, as far as I know, there could be a 15-foot gator next to me right now. And I'll tell you what, you wouldn't see him, but I see him in the water. There's all kinds of bubbles. Oh, God, you hear that? That's a bull gator, my friend. Ooh. Like that. I think this is the better count. Okay, let's do a scan around, make sure I'm not going to walk up on a gator. That would be no fun. Manning by Gator doing YouTube live. Okay, you can see the lights over there. I was hoping you could sort of... Let me turn it. It'll make me stop if I do this. Oh, orientation is locked. Oh, I just have to unorient myself. Let me see if I can... Okay, auto rotate. There we go. All right. No, it's not. Oh, no. There are so many fucking bugs right now. Okay, so look, you can see the people's houses. I turned it off, phone. Okay, there's a big gator right there. Let me see. That's a big gator. Shoot him. That's a big gator. Wow, okay, this is his house. There's a drainage pipe right there, right? They like to sit in front of the drainage pipe. And they catch the fish coming in. I am terrified right now. A little bit. Look how beautiful the sunset is. Oh my God, that's a big mosquito. Holy shit. Check out the window. Okay, yeah, this is not the place to be. I just heard another bull gator. Oh my God, mosquito central. I can't get my phone. Help me, Lord. Okay, so I'm moving on now. If you saw a gator, good for you. I'm out of here. Holy deep situation. That was nice though. Okay, I got them all. This is honestly like an off commercial right now. Holy crap. And the bug, I was just saying though, God, there was like 40 of them on my arm. Holy crap, they're all in my sweat. because I'm actually sweating a little bit now. Wow, that was nuts. There, my face, there, my hair, what I have left, my video game hair. I was telling my buddies today, I'm like, yeah, I did the McDonald's guys, you know, because you got the millennials, they got this giant poofy throws and stuff. I'm like, it's a video game here. And I'm like, I thought of Tekken 2. The ball guy has the straight cul-de-sac with it. And I'm like, I started explaining to him. He's like, yeah, I know. I subbed up to your channel. I watched. I'm like, sorry, bro. It's all good, though. So, yeah, okay, that was freaking terrifying. I probably got typhus. Okay, they're biting my back through my... I have a thick t-shirt on. Can't wear that. How they got my t-shirt? Okay, we're breathing. Lakes, bad idea at night. I forgot. But, there's still on. Oh, that's cool. He's got a bunch of cool neon signs. Route 66 shell. Wow, he's got a bunch of them. Okay. Look at his house. They, have pain. Try, you know, moved on, trying to take himself away from it because, you know, a little bit of pressure there. And if they had anything, they would give it to us. They would shove it down our throat 24/7 a day. They'd put it on YouTube Shorts. Like, you got Grady Judd here in Lakeland. You've got here in Pinellas County. You got Gutierrez or whatever the hell his name is. Guy serves slop at the gym. I got arrested for it was a driving reckless, it turned out to be, allegedly. And there's homeless people in there that are in there, and they're in there because they're homeless. They don't have anywhere to go, and they get 3 squares and a cot, I guess. And so I was in there for part of the evening. I ate the bologna sandwich they give you. Come on, I'll be honest with you. A little hungry. And then they give you like a meal. I was actually there long enough. And they give you this gruel. And at the end of it, you know, and the homeless guys were like, "Can I have your meal?" And I looked at it and tried to find the one thing, like carrots or something that was the one edible thing there. And I honestly regretted that for 2 weeks after, you know what I mean? Gutierrez, so I call them sloppy-eras. They stroke their badges every day, even when it's their own deputies, even when it's their own detectives. They're like, "Oh, look, we caught this guy. He was working against the taxpayers' money. Today he gets on the air and says, drug prices are too low. These are 1970s prices. COKE is only $17,000 for a kilo. These prices are too low. We got to get them back up there." He literally said that. And then he said, because there's just too many. If you knew how many overdoses we have every day, how many passes away we have every day, it's staggering. And with fentanyl, you know, that's the lay of the land now. But I don't know if we lost. Or it was kind of sunsetty before. Yeah, I see your aura. It's kind of sunsetty. You ever see Baby Mama? That movie's funny. And I like Tina Fey, even though she's devil worshipping liberal. Sorry, no offense. Everybody in Hollywood. We live in San Diego. I saw Richard Gere. I'm like, "Oh, that's Richard Gere." My buddies, we don't pay attention to those Hollywood assholes. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, so Fry's distanced himself already. Kane's gonna take the fall. BK's gonna be unalived. And then you have a change of venue. So now nobody's comparable to anything that's happened as far as misdirection and misinformation and all outright lies. There's nobody to point the finger at again. There's nobody to point the finger at all, other than the state itself. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to burn down the state? I mean, I would say if it was northern Florida or something like that, go ahead. You know, but Idaho's beautiful. No, just kidding. Northern Florida is nice. Very nice. It's like the last bit of Florida that's left. But that's besides the point. What do you know? And that's it. Okay. And then the state says we had people misrepresenting us, and they're gone. So there's nobody to blame. They didn't get away with it. Oh well, we'll take it out. Move on to the next one. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? A.R. Hayes was in my brain. They're going to do it again. And they're going to do it again and again and again and again. And you know when they're doing it because they're not up there grandstanding. And that's what we have here. You know, and so many people are finally waking up, but it's just not enough. It's like it's an infinitesimal amount of people that realize, hey, something's wrong in Idaho. Well, guess what? Yeah, something's wrong in the country on top of all the bad crap. And all the bad crap is just a distraction to get you to look away. So, all right, I did an hour and then plus some. Hopefully you guys are proud of me. And I'll have 6-pack abs. I'm live right now still. Let me see. Echoes Clarity's in here. Holy, well, thank you for coming in. I love your stuff. Hang on, I'm gonna find some. Okay, I'll just keep this chat going. I need more exercise anyway. We'll go to the liquor store. I haven't done any interviews on this one because I don't know. I kind of feel like we tapped out. You get the point. You get the point on the interviews, right? Nobody. And if they do, if they have heard about it, it's a vague recollection in their memory of something that happened out west. Okay, that's the care level that you have in it, let alone to come to grips with the fact that they're full of shit, and then to be able to start telling your friends and family that maybe don't watch the news, oh, hey, this is happening everywhere. Guess what? And I told you, check out this lamp store. It's kind of, I don't know if you can see. Oh, you can't see anything. Dark. Well, there's the lamp store. Check out this right here. I can't pull out the little pull-outs at the bottom, so everything's shaking down. So, yep, there it goes again. Sorry. Okay, we're rolling. We got the moon. Nice. I'm going like 20 miles an hour. Here we go. This is going to suck coming back up to that. Where was I? They're going to grandstand no matter what. And to tell your friends and family, hey, this is going on. Let's start with something that happened 2 years ago. You're a conspiracy theorist now. You're a prepper. You're trying to sell them Patriot food and Transformers and shit. Because they're not going to listen to you. So many of my family doesn't watch the news. They won't watch the news anymore. They won't watch YouTube. And, and their kids do. My nephew and niece do. I know that. And a part of the country is starting to wake up where they're not using Chinese products. Anything Chinese can have anything in it now. A piece of plastic can have microphones and can. These streetlights, this watch, this ring, these streetlights here. We got a deal on these. And let me just sidetrack a little bit. We got a deal on those in the city of Clearwater, Pinellas County. Okay? And they did it. They snuck it in, and this later came out in the papers that they snuck these things in that they bought from China. Okay? And it was a deal where something was free if they bought the cameras, or I'm sorry, the lights. Oh, it's a really cool rebel flag they got. Oh, they're not throwing that away. Okay. I think it's illegal to own a rebel flag in California. It really is. My buddy, when I flew back home for Christmas, told me to go find one, and I got this giant mosquito on my eyebrow. I got bushy mosquito eyebrows. Wanted me to buy a rebel flag for him, and I found one that had sat in the Dade County Courthouse at a pawn shop. I found it, and I can't. Sorry guys, I can't do the moon from here. And I paid 40 bucks for it, and I got back home, and I bought an Iron Maiden Rebel flag at the same time. And I said, here's some. He's like, I can't put that in my parents' house, the Iron Maiden one. And so yeah, he was pissed that I didn't give it to him. I ended up losing it. But these street lights, they bought them for the whole city. And so they slipped it through the commission, and this is what the police do. They'll put it at the bottom of the docket, and it's the end of the day, everyone wants to go home. Oh, new lights? Okay, boom, gavel. And what they didn't say is that these street lights had cameras and microphones built in. And they were all from China, and they got some kind of deal. And a lot of states did this at the same time, I know that. And what happens within a month of buying all those lights that they tricked everybody into the taxpayers' money buying? Oh, I thought they were coming to get me. They all started turning black light. So I saw you're driving down the Highway 19 there, and they made it a federal road now, so you get no more stoplights. So it's like basically a freeway, and all the lights are black lights, not blacked out, but. And so that it turns out what that means is that you have to change the bulb, and they weren't even in there a month. And you know how much those bulbs cost and how much the labor to put those things in there? Because they have to use a cherry picker, which is a labor union job, to have them put in. And so right away they had to have them put in. And their whole plan was to have a light every, 100 yards, and a microphone also that can detect audio conversation in a car. And not to mention now the Chinese have access to it, and they're listening to everything we say. And it was part of the plan, China's going to take over, whatever. So that's what they do. They slip stuff by. Where was it going? Let me just do some quiet time. I'll be black and silent for a moment. Not talking now. Shushing now. Shush. It's nice. It's quiet. I just heard the bike sound of the beach cruiser going. My buddy in La Jolla was the one who got the beach craze, the beach cruiser craze going, and he sold it out to Walmart. If you see La Jolla bicycles, somebody I used to surf with at Windansea. And I'm shushing now, bulldozing that grand jury right there. You saw that. Shushing now, not talking now. So uphill right here. That was such a great ride. I'm gonna do that again someday. That was like free freaking adrenaline going down that hill. It's not that bad coming back up. Okay, here's another Trump house. Luna. Is Luna Trump? I don't know if I'm blue or red. I forgot. But shushing now. Not talking. Man, I want a giant Coca-Cola without just screw everything. Oh, I have Kit Kats. Did I end up buying Kit Kats? Does anybody remember? I got my glasses. I can't believe these glasses have lasted so long. Okay. Man, those bugs, you wouldn't believe. They're still all over me. Because they get, they stick to your pasty skin. And then you die. That's how there goes a guy. And you die. That's how you die. Get a little last look there. And then now I want to catch up with you guys. So woke up's back. Heather's there. Banana. Hey, I made the light turn out by talking about it. That's kind of nice. Meow. Do they meow at the moon? You don't hear a whole lot of meowing at the moon, really. I don't know why. I'm just standing here in the middle of the street, probably get run over. Man, a lot of construction in this street they're doing. It looks like all the pipes. And I'm guessing those are water pipes. So I don't know if that was done during the storm or whatever it was. But yeah, there's a lot of construction. These streets could use a little bit of help right here. And then a lot of people remodeling. Because, these houses are now, you see them. And these, when you have a cinder block house in this area, Pinellas County, you're between $300,000 and $500,000. And look how it's turning yellow. I don't know if you can really even see that. Let's see here. See if it'll focus, but you can kind of see the yellow. Ah, there it goes. Hi guys, how are you today?
All right, how you doing?
Oh, trying to get this moon in focus.
Look at all these crazy
You're trying to get
construction.
I was just saying I'm on a YouTube live broadcast right now, and
cool.
And you're getting the moon on your.
I was trying to because I have a little chat here. My friends are just chatting away about some news stories that we talk about. Do you all follow the papers?
Yes.
Do you remember something? University of Idaho, 4 students being killed in their beds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you do?
I mean, I remember
we
hearing
know
that.
all about that. Yeah.
Really? Oh, what do you remember? Do you mind if I put you on camera? My name's Kane, by the way.
All right.
They can't see your face, but if you don't mind.
All right.
Okay. It's so dark here. I'll get on the other side of the light. We can see better. So it was 4 college kids. They call it the Idaho 4.
Yeah,
And if you remember,
the guy broke in supposedly,
Yep.
and they were sleeping, and he killed them all. But one girl survived. She was in another part of the apartment, her own room or whatever.
right.
And supposedly she heard a little something, but I thought that was weird that she didn't hear a lot more than just, But then they didn't catch him right away. But somehow they caught him supposedly. But then I hear there's this controversy. I heard some follow-up.
Oh wow, you are the most informed person I've come across in Pinellas County so far.
And they thought that he had been there one time at a party, and now it's starting to come out phone records that he had talked to one of them girls. And so that, so now you're starting to wonder, was one of the girls in on it? Or,
Oh wow, you're great. I love it. What was your name again?
Oh, Melissa.
Melissa and Josh.
But yes.
John.
Jeff,
my bad.
That's all right.
I'm Kane. Nice to meet you guys.
But what's funny is it's not always what they first find out. When they start digging and get more evidence and DNA and phone records, computer, they get into they
took his laptop. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have followed along. You really do read along.
Yeah. Well, instead of me sitting and watching a movie at home, I sit and watch all kinds of news stuff.
Do you watch the YouTube at all, or do you ever watch the YouTube?
Oh yeah, YouTube.
You have the Roku and whatever.
Yeah, we do have Roku.
We do.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want to check out my channel, it's Kane, like Cain and Abel.
Oh, okay.
Kane apostrophe S B The Purge, like the movie The Purge.
Oh, okay.
If you're familiar with it. The guy at the music store the other day was laughing about it. He said that it's The Purge. The whole movie was based on one Star Trek episode or something like that, where the town just has an hour where there's no laws or whatever. So
C-A-I-N.
Oh, K-A-N-E. I'm sorry, it's K-A-N-E.
K-A-N-E.
Yes, ma'am.
Kane?
Yes, ma'am. Melissa and Jeff. Kane B's The Purge. So B apostrophe S The Purge. P-U-R-G.
Wasn't there a movie, The Purge, or something?
That was, yep, correct. Yeah, the second one was really good. I haven't seen anything beyond that. It gets kind of ridiculous, but the premise was. I'm from Clearwater. I just moved in across the street there about 4 months ago, and that reminds me I got to file for my homestead. But and I was doing this neighborhood or the one next door because remember that updraft we had back when the rainy season started? Did you guys get affected by that at all? Or?
You mean that windstorm?
Yeah, and it was the first one. It was only lasted 5 minutes, but it almost blew my house off the rafters.
Wow. Right around here?
Yeah, they lost their roofs over there.
Oh, wow.
I'm over here on this side.
Otherwise,
Well, like I said, it only lasted 5 minutes, but it was a tail piece of that derecho that they got up there in the Midwest. And they had so many tornadoes and all that stuff. It was the very end of theirs. And it was like a little tail piece. Anyway, so go on, Melissa, about what you remember on the case. You remember the guy's name? The defendant?
No, if I heard it, I might remember. When I first heard it, it would have stuck in my head, but now that...
Brian Koberger? Does that ring a bell? Brian Koberger?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm trying to remember things about his family.
I just remember, didn't he get pulled over? He got pulled over and he had a rubber look on his face. I remember.
He did look very surprised, didn't he?
Yeah, he looked like he was...
He has, they call it resting bitch face.
Yeah.
He just has one of those, kind of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Kind of like...
Wait, is he Jewish or something?
I don't... What's his last name? Koberger? So, yeah, probably...
And I remember something about his family. Wait, he was a college student who's supposed to be real brain, and his major was oh gosh, political science, or he wanted to be a criminologist.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good memory. All right.
Now this is triggering. The more we get.
You're halfway through the test.
Well.
No red marks.
So, and then you wonder, okay, so he's all into this criminology, and is he like listening? You know, is he like obsessed with crimes because he's a serial killer?
Well, his teacher back in Pennsylvania was the one who wrote the book about Bundy.
Yeah.
And so there's all these comparisons to Bundy. You're correct. You're right in the right track. Go on. Go on. Let me interrupt you.
Oh no. But I remember that you have a good memory. Do you?
No, I mean I just remember he had that Frankenstein deal.
Yeah, that does kind of stick in your head.
He's all the way from
he had a real someone focused on his eyes whenever he was pulled over, for a traffic stop.
Well, technically, it was the second time he was pulled over on the way home from Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So he was thinking, what do they keep pulling me over for? I think was the look that he was giving, if I remember correctly. That's great. What else do you remember, Melissa?
Was there a party there?
Wow.
Okay.
Something they played the body cam footage from the party at the house.
And then he had been in there before, right?
Oh, you're talking about the pool party.
Yeah, was that what it was?
That might be what you're talking about.
And I think they saw that he had been in there before, that apartment, but nobody really remembered.
Do you remember something about the Bluetooth being connected or something like that, or the Wi-Fi?
He got onto their Wi-Fi.
I know he didn't, but that's the media keeps putting out all. And I'll tell you what, I ran to the back of this neighborhood, and I was trying to see if I'd see a bull gator, and I heard him out there, but I walked out into the grass, and it was the biggest mistake. I was literally an off commercial. I was like, where's the DEET? I was covered head to toe in mosquitoes. And there were the big bird-sized mosquitoes.
Down that way?
Yes, ma'am, at the lake. Is that a lake or is that intercoastal back there?
Well, there's a little pond over here, and then over that way there's a lake.
Okay.
But there's a big sewage leak down the end of
the street. That doesn't... Oh, so it is sewage. I thought these were... The pipes were a little bit small for sewage, but I guess that's...
They're doing both. They're replacing both the water lines.
I see. Wow. Well, it'll be nice to have it, because these haven't been done since the 50s, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So once it's done, and then,
These two people selling their... Well, the one's pending. They already sold
I'm probably getting questions in my chat for you guys.
Oh yeah. The other one, they're asking $400,000. It's a 3-bedroom down here, but people see all this construction. Who's going to want to buy it? These roads. There's no sidewalks, but the remodels are so nice here. Get your bike, Twiz. Okay. I'm sorry. They said that they want to convert you over to we have now, and what I said is they're with the media. You know how the media is, CNN, Communist News Network, and all that stuff, and they fill us with lies. Well, in this very small YouTube community we have, it's a very obsessive community because do you have Netflix? Oh yeah.
Have you caught some of the documentaries like How to Make a Murderer or Don't Mess with Cats? Either of those it's a true crime kind of thing, and the true crime thing on the YouTube. Here, I'll walk with you guys and keep your walk going. Is really growing. And so that we call the legacy media is just throwing money on top of it. And so within this small little community that we have on YouTube where we're trying to expose the lies of law enforcement, which we have every day all across the country, right?
Oh, yeah.
What's an example you have of that?
I'll tell you a big one that's been recent. Hero in Pennsylvania that almost was the VP pick of Kamala. They almost picked Shapiro, and he covered up a crime. He covered up a murder that he said, the court said that was a suicide. And this beautiful lady was stabbed and killed. But see, her boyfriend, who probably did it, was one of his law attorney friends. And he covered up, and he's in government. You are great. You are so well informed. This is great. There's no way that this lady was a suicide. She had 3 stab wounds in the front, 3 in the back. Right. How do you stab yourself, first of all? Yeah. Let alone in the chest. Come on. And suicide. And I'm like, why isn't this guy Shapiro? Why isn't he? What's his first name, Jeff?
Josh Shapiro, yeah.
Why isn't he in jail?
Which way you guys headed?
Oh, right.
Okay, I'll walk with you if you don't mind.
But sometimes we walk around the Largo Mall too, for
Yeah, I did the Largo Mall twice, and my tire was too flat. I was going to try to make it to the beach. I'm doing my Get in Shape true crime ride right now. So.
But I think now that whole thing, like, okay, CNN, they're all communist news network.
Right.
And now Fox tells the truth. But then you gotta watch out now because Fox is
well, they're still owned by Vanguard and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, BlackRock. Now,
yeah.
The shooter.
Oh, you know your shit.
The Trump shooter.
I'm going to get out of this way, this bike guy.
He was from my high school.
You're kidding.
The Trump shooter.
Oh my gosh.
Now I'm a lot older than him.
Right, not the same graduating class, but.
He was 20. He was in my daughter, or no, not my daughter.
I guess he's letting us pass.
My niece, which would be his brother's daughter, college class a year ago.
You're kidding.
At this community.
Yeah, and he was in a BlackRock commercial. Did you hear about that?
Yeah. And did you hear about their stock? They shorted the Donald Trump stock and everything.
Yep.
And because they thought he was going to get killed, and it turns out he didn't get killed, but somehow they still made money. But that whole Vanguard thing, oh yeah, they're the ones running the country.
Oh, absolutely. They own everything.
They're the elite upper echelon. They're the this new world order.
Carol, let's you back on the sidewalk.
Oh yeah, WEF and all that. World Economic Forum. They want our country to all be socialist. They're trying to push this Green New Deal.
The one government thing.
Yeah, one government.
Wow.
And with that Green New Deal, they want to take away all our rights through that, and basically they're going to bankrupt the
There's so much stuff buried in it that we don't know about, like the TikTok deal. That has the same thing where it's not really taking apart TikTok; it's taking away our rights to say stuff on the internet. Which is a scary one. But back to Idaho 4, I was saying that this small community, what's happened is that people that were actually seemed like legitimately investigating it have now just put the blinders on and they're like Nancy Grace, he's guilty, that's it. And they won't listen to reason.
Yeah.
And so what I think it is that law enforcement or the prosecution, the attorneys have either paid them off, give them some tip or something to keep them quiet, and now it's caused this huge divide. Yeah. And so now you have over half of the community guilty. I know he did it. He was putting his garbage in Ziploc bags and blah blah. And
the other half are like, well, the real killer might be out there.
You have divide and conquer, right?
Yeah.
And so it split the community. Now we're weaker. Yeah. And so when you say, oh, he didn't do it, you're all of a sudden I love Brian Kohlberger guy. You're a killer lover. And oh shit, almost fell in the sewer. You seem like it's a conspiracy, a fringer.
Yeah.
So what else do you remember about hearing on the case? I don't know if the steams are rolling yet or not on it. It takes a minute to think back. It's 2 years now.
When I first thought it was him, they came out all this evidence that it's him. Then later on, you start hearing all these other little theories and that. So that's when.
You want to cut through here?
Cut through this.
Okay.
Then you end up starting to think, well, they might have just been trying to put a guy in jail just to close the case.
Yeah, well, they had to get somebody, and it'd been 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. Very good. Go on.
Well, then now I've kind of lost interest in it.
That's another thing that they want, right? They want you to forget about it.
In our state, we're from Pennsylvania.
Oh, you are? Okay.
We're from Pittsburgh, where that shooting happened to Trump.
Right. You're from the same town?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, the shooter went to Bethel Park. He lives right behind one of my cousins with his parents. Well, now he's dead. But, now they're coming out with all kinds of stuff that he had 3 sports cars. He had overseas encrypted accounts, 1.5 million. He used to practice shooting at the same gun club as where the FBI had
Yes, and there's phone records of an FBI agent visiting his house 10 times, right?
And ding down in D.C. near the FBI building, same. The phone pinged at his house, and then pinged down in D.C. out of back and forth, back and forth. But yeah, it's obvious that. And his parents, I think they ought to arrest them. They would have to know stuff.
I mean, well, he did call the police, right? And I wonder if that was to cover for himself.
Yeah, a little too late when the kid was already...
I've actually, you have more information on that than I do, because we focus on this case so much that we, even the bigger stories kind of slip by, and I keep seeing tids and bits about it, but I don't follow it as much.
Well, the local police, there's all these whistleblowers. They said that the FBI took their phones and they deleted all photos, messages. They
took the phones of the people that were there?
The
witnesses.
The local police. Yeah, they took the phones of the local police.
Let me see what I got. Sorry. To faith in humanity, echoes, clarity, connections, and dollars. Yeah, they're following you right along. You're a big hit so far.
Oh, I should give them my
well, make sure you subscribe to my channel and like the video you're going to be in.
Oh, okay.
But it's live right now. But yeah, go ahead and give your Instagram.
Yeah, well, it's I gotta look it up here actually.
Okay.
Well, my last name it's Missy.
Missy.
But let me figure out how I worded it.
Okay.
I haven't given it out for a while, but I go on there.
Okay, I think they have a community in there too. So.
It's under Melissa Meyer Thompson at Missy Thompson.
Meyer, M-E-Y.
Or M-E-I.
M-E-I-E-R Thompson. T-H. Oh, like just Bill Thompson is the prosecutor in this case.
Oh.
We call him Santa Claus. He looks like Santa Claus.
And that's my Facebook is Melissa Meyer Thompson.
Okay. All right. Well, the people will check it out.
Active on
Thanks for being on. You guys are awesome. So nice. And I appreciate it. I'll see you around.
Yeah.
And Jeff and Melissa, always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you guys.
And your vote for Trump.
Oh, come on. What am I, an idiot?
Oh, yeah.
I was driving down one of the streets and I saw all these camel. They're smart. They're smarter than I am. Bunch of camelist signs out there. And I'm like, they probably got the camel pillowcases and this and that.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah, right there. And then you got Trump across the street. I was like, it's going to be like Hatfields and McCoy's in November. Well, I'll let you two hit your walk. I'm going to head back home. Nice talking to you,
She might want to take away our guns. Well, we'll walk back now.
Oh, you're going to walk back? Okay, yeah, I'll keep walking. We'll keep it going.
Take away her guns because she said on day one she's going to take away guns. She's going to close the border.
Wow. She's going to close the border now, right? Yeah, I love that one.
Why don't you do it
She's
now?
been in charge of the border and ripping on the border patrol all this time, but now all of a sudden she's going to shut it down. I love that. And you know, we've had close to 20 million people that have legally immigrated now since that.
Oh yeah,
that's scary. That's the scariest thing.
They're flying them in too.
And that's what I was just saying to everybody. This is like a chest bump in the nuclear war of the battle we have ahead of us going against government. You see it. It's so much corruption, and it's coming down every day. And the only way that anybody gets turned in is because I think the bad ones, they have blackmail on each other. And the only way that something comes out is if they want his job, or he crossed the line and spoke when he wasn't supposed to speak. So when you have the Clearwater Fraternal Order of Police guy, he got taken down for warning the drug dealers when the cops were coming. He was the president of the Fraternal Order of Police for 3 years. Now, I don't know if you caught that story recently.
No.
And so you have Gutierrez or whatever on the news, shining his badge and patting himself on the back. How great a job they did taking the president of the FOP, which is a fraternity. Believe me, it's a secret society. I've seen what they do. I had a recording studio across the street from them, and I could tell you some stories. But I'm going to keep my mouth shut for now.
Well, what's the other thing? The Masons and all that. Are they all tied in? That's like a.
That's the big one, guys. The Illuminati and.
Yeah,
they say it started against the Catholic Church. It was the.
Demonic.
The Knights Templar.
Yeah.
Well, you see, if you look at like Entertainment Magazine, you'll see them making those symbols with the OK over their eye or this, and that's their symbols to each other. That's who I am. I'm one of you, supposedly.
Well, they do it like a backwards thing, like that.
Right, right, yeah. Anything like this, you know,
Lady
it's a
Gaga
symbol.
And all them,
She's the most, yeah, there are a bunch of devil worshippers out there. And like I said, when I was out in Hollywood, we just didn't pay attention to those.
They do that spirit cooking. And there's this Maria Abramovich, and she's best friends with Bill Gates. She's in all this satanic stuff. And
yeah, well, it didn't start with, oh, sorry, guys. Sorry, brother.
Start with who?
Was it DK&Y? If you remember, Donna Karen. It came out that she was part of, that was a long time ago, and everyone's like, oh, come on, nobody believes Dan, and you were a conspiracy artist back then if you did.
Yeah.
But now you have like Balenciaga and all that stuff, obviously, right?
Yeah, I knew about that.
So, anyway, yeah, that's where these fraternities are. And so the house where this Idaho 4 thing happened, Melissa, is right in sorority and fraternity row. So you know, in any college, when you have a house on fraternity row, it's going to be a party house, you know, 6 days a week at least.
There could be all kinds of
And that came out in the beginning by one of the taxi drivers. Like, yeah, I used to take people there, and it was a known party house, a known drug house. That's where you got drugs.
Yeah.
And so many people, we all did, we wanted to go against our intuition and say, oh, well, this is what the police are saying. This is what the police are putting in documents.
Right.
But it's like, it's just come about so full circle that, can you walk out of here if you guys let me in here?
Is that my daughter?
Huh?
I thought that was my daughter.
Oh, I was going to say, she shined you on.
No, she
If I walk out of here, could I get out of here, or do you have to have a car?
You have to have
A vehicle to open the gate on the way, if I walk back with?
Like I know, I have
Unless to make a circle around, we walk it back out.
If you don't mind, yeah, no, I wanted to go in this neighborhood. I've never been in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Nice townhouses here, huh?
Yeah. There's several that are under up for sale.
Yeah, what are they going for now? These about 3, 4?
Yeah, around 4, but things aren't selling too good, so people are dropping.
Yeah, it's finally starting. The bubble's kind of. At least it's deflating now. It's not like 2008 where it was just pop.
Oh, I know. I couldn't believe that. Yeah.
Are you all from Pennsylvania? How long you been here?
2.5, almost 3 years.
Oh, okay, only 2 years. Okay, so you know all the politics going on in Pennsylvania. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, and the cheating that happened up there, and
So yeah, there's a guy, and I guess I'm just gonna start taking over the part of the talking here. That lived close to the defendant, Brian Kober, named Brent Kopaka, and he lived within a mile's distance of the community college where the defendant went. My voice carries. Sorry. These are nice though. And he happened to move to Moscow, Idaho, which is, near Pullman, Washington. It's right on the border there. The same time the defendant did. Now check this out. This will blow your mind. The reason he came